This is Jim Christensen, and the following video clip is an excerpt from my workshop on jimchristensenphotography.com that explains how photographers and digital artists can use Photoshop and Photoshop elements effectively. In this segment, I'll explain what a digital image is and how it differs from the way our human vision works. So when we walk around in the world and we look at what's around us, we see a three-dimensional scene, and things might have sharp edges, or they might have smooth surfaces with contours and color and brightness that varies continuously over those surfaces. When we look at a digital image, it looks something like that. In fact, it looks a lot like that. But if we zoom way in on it, if we look really closely, we can see that it's something entirely different. Now, to illustrate that, I've started Photoshop and I've opened an image of my granddaughter Lena. And what I want to do here is I'm going to use the zoom or the navigator control at the top right, and I'm going to move that zoom slider at the bottom all the way to the right till it's up to 32x. Then I'll move that preview box up over Lena's left eye. What we see here is a mosaic of colored boxes. And what looked like a fine strand of hair is in fact this crude stair step of colored boxes. Now let me zoom back out so you can see the whole image again. So there we are. We're zoomed back out. And the digital image really does look a lot like Lena looks when we look at her in, face to face. But let me zoom back in on that eyeball. And you can see that the digital image is in fact this collection of colored boxes, and we call those boxes pixels. So what the Photoshop editor does is it changes the brightness and the color of the pixels. And our challenge, of course, in using this program is to manipulate that representation in such a way that it looks like the continuous tone scene that we see with our human vision. So in a nutshell, that's what a digital image is. And that's what the Photoshop editor does. If you found this useful, please click on the thumbs up like button and go check out my workshop on jimchristensenphotography.com.